Tesla summon got insanely good in 2026. Tesla full self-driving V14.3.2 began rolling out to some owners earlier this week, and there are some notable improvements that came with this update. There were two new lines of improvements in the release notes, one addressing actually smart summon as, and another that now allows drivers to choose a reason for an intervention via a small menu during disengagement. Overall operation saw a handful of slight improvements, especially with parking performance, which has been the most notable difference with the arrival of FSD V14.3. However, there are still some very notable shortcomings, most notably with region-specific signage and navigation. Tesla-assisted smart summon AS improvements. There are noticeable improvements to AS operation, which has definitely been inconsistent in terms of performance. Tesla wrote in the release notes for V14.3.2, unified the model between actually smart summon, FSD, and robotaxi for more capable and reliable behavior. As recently as this month, I used summon with no success. It had pulled around the parking lot I was in incorrectly, leaving the range at which summon can be operated, and losing a signal while moving in the middle of the lot. This caused me to sprint across the lot to retrieve the vehicle. It was pouring when I left the gym, so I tried to summon my Model Y. It turned the opposite way and drove out of range, stopping here and forcing me to walk even further across the lot in the rain for it. Unfortunately, summon was not dependable or accurate enough to use regularly. It appears Tesla might have bridged the gap needed to make it an effective feature, as two tests in parking lots proved that summon was more responsive and faster to navigate to the location chosen. It also did so without hesitation, confidently, and at a comfortable speed. I was able to test it twice at different distances. Tesla FSD V14.3.2 AS testing Part 1. This was a significant improvement than recent tries using AS. The parking lot was pretty empty, but getting it to come to my location in one singular motion and maneuver was encouraging. I plan to test this more thoroughly and regularly through the next few weeks, and I avoided using it in a congested parking lot initially, because I have not had overwhelming success with summon in the past. I wanted to set a low baseline for it, to see if it could simply pull up to the place I pinned in the Tesla app. It was 2 for 2, which is a big improvement because I don't think I ever had successful summon attempts back to back. It just seems more confident than ever before. New disengagement categories. This is a really good idea from Tesla, but there are some issues with it. The categories you can select are critical, comfort, preference, and other. I think the reasons why people choose to take over would be a better way to prompt drivers, like traveling too fast, incorrect maneuver, navigation error, would be more beneficial. I say this because it seems that how we each categorize things might be different. For example, I shared a video of an intervention because the car had navigated to an exit to a parking lot and put its left blinker on, despite left turns not being allowed there. I disengaged and chose critical as the reason. It's not a comfort issue, it's not a preference. It's quite literally an illegal turn, and it's also dangerous because it cuts across several lanes of traffic and is 180 degrees. I chose to label this navigation error as critical while testing FSD V14.3.2. Here is why this intervention wasn't preference, as the maneuver FSD routed was illegal. If a police officer saw this maneuver, it would result in a ticket. Some said I should not have labeled this as critical, but that's the description I best characterized the disengagement as. Categorizing interventions is a good thing, but it's kind of hard to determine how to label them correctly. Inconsistency with regional traffic patterns. Tesla full self-driving is pretty inconsistent with how it handles regional or local traffic patterns and road rules. The most frequent example I like to use is that of the accept right turn stop sign, which has become a notorious sighting on our social media platforms. In the initial rollout of V14.3, my Model Y successfully navigated through one of these stop signs with no issues. However, testing at 2 of these stop signs yesterday proved it is still not sure how to read signs and navigate through them properly. Off camera, I approached another one of these signs and felt the car coming to a stop, so I nudged it forward with the accelerator pedal pressed. This helped the car go through the sign without stopping, but I could feel the bucking of the vehicle as the car really wanted to stop. Musk said on the earnings call earlier this week that unsupervised FSD would probably be available in some regions before others, including a state-to-state basis in the US. It's difficult to release this to everyone everywhere all at once because we do want to make sure that they're not unique situations. In a city that particularly complex intersection, or actually, they tend to be places where people get into accidents a lot because they're just, perhaps, and like I said, an unsafe intersection or bad road markings or a lot of weather challenges. So I think we would release unsupervised gradually to the customer fleet as we feel like a particular geography is confirmed to be safe. This could be one of those examples that Tesla just has to figure out. Highway operation. Full self-driving is already pretty good at routine roadway navigation, so I don't have too much to report here. However, I was happy with FSD's decision-making at several points, including its choice not to pass a slightly slower car and remain in the right lane as we approached the off-ramp. Tesla FSD V14.3.2 highway operation. Generally happy with the performance here, especially behavior near the exit. Better maneuvering at stop signs. Many FSD users report some strange operations at stop signs, especially four-way intersections where there is a stop sign and a line on the road, and they're not even with one another. I experienced this quite frequently, and found that FSD would actually double stop, once at the stop sign and again at the line. This created some interesting scenarios for me, and I had many cars honk at me when the second stop would happen. Other vehicles that had waved me on to proceed through the intersection would become frustrated at the second stop. FSD seems to have worked through this particular maneuver. Tesla FSD V14.3.2, with a singular stop at the correct spot. FSD should know to go to the more appropriate location, whichever provides better visibility, and proceed when it is the car's turn to move. The double stop really ruined the flow of traffic at times, and generally caused some frustration from other drivers. Source: reposted and summarized from Joey Klender at teslarati.